Largo, you must know that once I am dead, you will be the Commission's next target. Now, as dangerous as Group W may be, they can also protect you from them. So can the manuscript that Father Maurice is trying to obtain. Once it has been deciphered by the monks at Sargevane, it can provide you with...
Incoming transmission.
John? Why are you still here?
Sorry to interrupt, Nerio, but I just finished speaking with Zimmer in Tokyo. There seems to be a major problem with the design of the Y chip. The prototype's not going to be ready for the trade show next week.
You tell Zimmer it will be ready or he'll be fired.
Nerio, I don't think you fully
I don't
understand.
care how it's done. A Y chip will be at that show.
Yes, sir.
There. That's it. It'll purr like a pussycat, you see.
Well, I have to go.
Wait, we're coming with you.
No, I want you both to stay here.
Brother Maurice, this is the waterfront. Yeah, around here there's more punks than monks.
Simon. Largo, I'm only picking up a book. You may not be at school with us anymore, but I am still the abbot. Wait here, this won't take long.
Something isn't right. See the look in his eyes? That's a monk thing. That's not it. He looks worried.
So we're gonna follow him?
What do you think?
Now we're talking.
Love is here to find. Love is here to find.
What?
Oh, I was just thinking. This is the first time I ever put a woman before business.
What about your ex-wives?
That's why they're exes.
I love you too, Nerio. I have a plane to catch. I'll call you from Chicago.
Yeah.
Swimming in waves of the darkest night. No one can hear when you
Wow, who's she? A hooker?
Looking for a little redemption, Father?
Well, we all need redemption, but I don't think you're offering the kind I seek.
Maybe next time. Ciao.
Oh, my.
I found the monk at the clock tower. No sign of Umberto yet.
As dangerous as Group W may be, they can also protect you from them. As can the manuscript that Father Maurice is trying to obtain. Once that has been deciphered by the monks at Sargevane, it will provide you with... How did you get in?
We don't have much time. I'm sure the Commission knows the manuscript is missing already.
Umberto, I know the risk you took. You did the right thing.
I don't give a damn about the right thing. I want the money Nerio promised me.
Oh, yes, of course.
Nerio.
Goodbye, Nerio.
Oh my God.
Told you, go!
He got the manuscript! Move it!
Father Maurice! I'll get the boat! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on, Father Maurice! Go! Go!
They got the manuscript.
I'm so sorry, Nikki.
How could this happen? We were so happy together.
Nerio was dying, Nikki.
What?
He had a brain tumor. He only had a few weeks to live. He didn't want anyone to know, not even you. But he was devastated by it.
He would never have committed suicide. He was too much of a fighter. It had to have been an accident, either that or someone...
Nikki, for everyone's sake, suicide plays best right now.
What do you mean?
If there's any controversy revolving around the death of Nerio, it could affect the price of Group W stock. I mean, the SEC could even step in and halt trading.
Nerio was your friend. All you care about is the price of your damn stock?
I care about Nerio. But Group W was his life, and he'd want it protected at all costs. They told the police about the brain tumor, and right now they're thinking suicide. I'd leave it that way, Nikki.
What language is this?
It is not a language, it's a code.
All right, Father Maurice, what's going on?
A man was murdered and we don't go to the police?
What is the book?
I can't tell you.
Is this an I can't tell you because you don't know, or an I can't tell you because you don't want to tell us?
I can't tell you.
What does Nerio have to do with all this?
Okay, and who's this Nerio you keep talking about?
Nobody.
Okay, if he's nobody, how come he's got a name?
Simon.
Normally, a name is associated with a person, right? For example, you're Largo, I'm Simon, Father Maurice. We're all people, right? So then I'd assume whoever this Nerio is, he'd be a person too. Unless, of course, he's like a dog or hamster or goldfish
Simon.
or something.
Oh, thank God. Time for morning prayers. I'm afraid I will have to ask you to excuse me. You won't be seeing very much of me today, I'm afraid, because I have a lot of work to do.
What, decoding your mysterious book?
But, of course, I shall join you at dinner. Please excuse me.
Ladies and gentlemen, by now I'm sure you're all aware of the news. Nerio Winch is dead.
Are there any suspects?
Who's Eddie? The usual suspect in a suicide is the deceased.
Other than Sullivan, does anyone really believe he killed himself? There's a rumor he was dying of cancer. Is that true?
Yes.
So suicide is the obvious conclusion to all. But the most paranoid.
Which includes everyone in this room.
I suggest we get back to the real issue at hand. Who's going to take over Group W?
As executor of the estate, I've read the will. Nerio had chosen his successor, and it's none of us.
How could you spend 4 years going to school here? Go nuts.
Wasn't so bad. I learned a lot.
This is worse than jail. They don't chant in jail. Well, you hear rap or blues harp, maybe.
You get used to it. Kind of soothing, actually.
The sound reminds me of that bassoon player in Budapest.
Irina?
Irina. She'd get up in the middle of the night and play these mournful songs.
How do you know?
How do you think?
I knew it. We agreed not to sleep with her.
We never slept.
I call you my friend. Your best friend. Otherwise, I would have killed you tonight for nearly getting me killed.
They got the manuscript.
Come on. Come on! Go, 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 go!
We've identified your man. He's moving to the chapel.
Mother Maurice? Silence! Let's go. Mother Maurice, this way. Get out of here.
It's him.
Take these two back. Secure the area.
What?
Verdict. You better get down to Group W. We have a problem.
What's going on?
We were sent to pick them up.
Pick up who?
Ask Sullivan.
Wait. I'm in charge of the espionage section, not Sullivan.
Well, they'll be reviving soon.
I'll call a doctor.
doctor is on his way. You can go. I'll stay with him.
I should wait for Sullivan.
I said I'll stay with him.
I need to talk to Mr. Sullivan.
Who are you? We shouldn't have done that. This is going to get messy, and I'm going to have a lot of explaining to do.
What the hell is this? Put the gun down, Burdick. Put it down. You stay right here.
What are you going to do? Call the cops? Don't forget to report the kidnapping while you're at it.
We'll deal with him later. Let's get a doctor in here quick. Largo? Do you know who I am?
John Sullivan. You work with Nerio.
I wasn't sure you'd remember. You were just a child.
First summoner, Father Maurice. What about the monks on Sergevane?
All safe. I'm sorry for everything that's happened.
What the hell is going on?
You were shot with a tranquilizer gun.
That doesn't answer my question.
Nerio's dead.
How?
Suicide. He had a brain tumor.
You could have told me this over the phone. Why'd you bring me here?
Is that all you feel?
What else am I supposed to feel for a man I barely knew?
Well, there's more. Nerio left his entire empire to his adopted son, Largo Winch.
I don't think so.
You can't just walk away from this.
My name is Largo Winch Lab.
You know damn well who you are. You're Nerio Winch's heir.
In this lifetime, I'm not interested.
Look, I realize that you and Nerio weren't exactly close. But there's a lot more at stake here than just your feelings.
You're silent.
Largo, I'm trying to talk to you.
I want to see you. Now! Your father?
Stepfather. He adopted me. I don't know why he bothered.
I can't believe you never told me.
We hardly really knew each other. I hadn't seen him in 2-3 years.
I thought you were raised by this family in Luxembourg, the Glebers.
I was, but Nerio paid the bills. That's all he was ever really good for.
And so now he's left you everything. We must be talking millions here. Maybe billions.
It doesn't matter, we're leaving.
Huh? You're just gonna walk away and leave it? All that money?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, I respect your wishes. I really do. Can I ask you one question? Are you crazy?
I like my life just the way it is, Simon. Okay? Now can we go?
Hey, what about the funeral? I mean, there's gonna be a funeral, right?
Tomorrow.
Largo. Come on. We gotta stay for the funeral.
I don't know. Let's get out of here.
Ah, you must be Largo Winch. It's Winslow.
Well, I'm Michelle Cardignac, president of Winch Heir. On behalf of the board of directors, I offer my sincere condolences.
Thanks.
Under these tragic circumstances, I'm sure you're anxious to get back home.
Well, I'm not quite sure what I'm doing at the moment.
Well, I know how you're feeling, and I know you will feel much better when you do return home.
What a slime ball.
So you recover the manuscript?
The manuscript that shouldn't have been stolen in the first place.
How long was it in the monk's possession?
Only a few hours. Not long enough to break the code.
Suppose they made a copy.
Copies are no use. They need the original. And the man who stole it is now dead.
But Largo Winch is still alive.
That was Burdick's mistake.
A lot of mistakes have been made.
What did they say?
They want Winch terminated.
I can do that.
You were supposed to do that the last time.
Don't worry. Sullivan won't be here this time to get in the way.
Neither will you. I know. I know you can't breathe. I'm sorry, but I had no choice. Don't fight it. It'll be over soon. I'm going to miss you.
This place is cool. It's even got a TV in the shower. I could get used to this.
Don't bother, we're not gonna be here that long.
I don't get it. Why did you hate Nerio so much?
I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Simon, shut up! I always knew the Glebers weren't my real family. One day, on my 5th birthday, this man came to see me. He was in the biggest car I'd ever seen. We talked for maybe 10 minutes. He told me he was my stepfather. Then he gave me some money and drove away. After that, every year, he'd show up on my birthday. We'd talk a bit. How was I doing at school, who my friends were. Then he'd give me some money and leave. I used to hope that he'd take me home with him. Show me where he worked. Introduce me to his friends, say, "This is my son." But he never did.
Father Maurice, thank you for a moving service at the cathedral.
Nerio and I were friends for a long time.
Yes, and he would have wanted you here.
Friendly crowd.
It's the board of directors. Nerio insisted that the burial ceremony be private.
I felt more warmth from my refrigerator.
Wow, what division do they run?
Nerio's ex-wives.
I guess he didn't spend all his time at the office.
Who's the one that seems to care?
That would be Monique, the last Mrs. Winch. Monique.
Who killed the bastard, John?
You saw the news? It was a suicide.
I can think of 200 people who wanted him dead. He never would have made that many people happy. Well, well. The heir and the spare. Which is which?
I'm Largo Winch, love.
It's Winch. Your last name is Winch. You owe him that much. You must be the thief.
Ex-thief, I've mended my ways.
I bet. I suppose you have a name?
Simon. Simon Overnaz.
Overnaz. Sounds like a nasal spray. Oh, God. She's here.
Who's she?
Nikki something or other. Nerio's public relations coordinator. She used to be active in his private relations as well. Did I mention I loathe her?
Well, now that we're all here, I should like to begin. To everything there is a season and a time. To every purpose under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
Largo.
You see him? Where is he? Up there! You're the target! We have to go to the funeral, Largo. Hey! Your gun! Give me your gun! Are you not? Give me that! Take the gun and cover me.
The hooker from Santa Marta, what the hell's going on?
She's dead.
My God. Esau.
You know her?
She used to work at Group W for John Sullivan.
You got the impression the security guys were working on their orders?
Yeah. So, this was Nerio's place, huh?
One of many.
Cocktails to calm frazzled nerves.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks for the invitation.
Oh, it's the least I can do for someone who was such a hero today.
What's the deal with John Sullivan?
You don't beat around the bush, do you?
Someone did try to kill me.
And you suspect Sullivan? Well, since he hasn't arrived yet, I'll tell you this much. John Sullivan was Nerio's closest advisor.
Close enough to kill him?
Nerio trusted him completely, but I always questioned his judgment on Sullivan.
What was he like, Nerio?
He was the most charismatic man I ever knew. He could be selfish, even cruel sometimes. But he could also be very warm, generous, and surprisingly sweet. I think he valued me as a confidant even after we separated.
He also loved you.
You were asking about Sullivan.
Yeah. This woman who tried to kill me at the cemetery today. You said she worked for him.
Isa. What a day. Yes, in the espionage division.
The what?
You don't know about it?
Know about what?
What kept you?
Just a little business I had to attend to. So what were you talking about?
Why the espionage division, John? How long did you think you could keep it from them?
Maybe you better explain it now.
Well, it's just an information gathering operation, nothing more.
Oh, that's rich, John. It's a lot more than that. Of course, they don't call themselves the espionage division, but that's what they do. They have this very designer tech facility in the 3rd sub-basement of the Group W building.
And they spy on the competition?
And more. If pressure needs to be applied to a certain businessman or politician, they dig up the dirt to do it. And if none can be found, they manufacture it.
Very charming.
What about murder? Are they capable of that?
Don't be ridiculous, Largo.
Isa worked for you, and she tried to kill me.
I fired her over a year ago.
2 people who worked for this espionage division have tried to kill me within the last 48 hours. Don't be ridiculous.
Well, they certainly weren't acting on my orders, all right?
As Nerio's right-hand man, the espionage division answers directly to you.
Look, I have no time for this nonsense. I just came here to tell you there's a board meeting scheduled for 9 a.m. tomorrow, so you can inform the directors as to your decision regarding Group W.
I'll be there.
Good. Don't be late.
Well, that was bracing.
Tell me, Largo, have you thought about your decision?
Come on, Father Maurice. I'm no executive, and I certainly don't want the headache of running Group W. Besides, I'd like to stay alive.
Before you decide, Largo, there's something you should see. I didn't say anything in front of John, but it's the reason I asked you here. Nerio recorded this message for you the night he died. He sent it to me to give to you. You can use the computer in the library.
Largo, if you're watching this, it means I'm dead. In all probability, murdered. There are a lot of people who'd like to see me gone. Group W employees and directors, competitors, even 1 or 2 ex-wives. But the most likely suspect is a group known as the Adriatic Commission. They are the reason I raised you the way I did. It saddened me to be such a cold and distant guardian. But it was the only way I knew to protect you. There's so much I'd like to say to you. You mean more to me than you will ever know. That you had to wait for my death to find this out is a tragedy. One of my own making. You must know that once I am dead, you will be the Commission's next target. Now, as dangerous as Group W may be, they can also protect you from them, as can the manuscript that Father Maurice is trying to obtain. Once it has been deciphered by the monks at Sargevane, it will provide you with
The Adriatic Commission. Nerio made it clear that I was only to tell you about it after his death.
Why?
He wanted to protect you from it.
Protect me from what?
The Commission is a secret society of businessmen, politicians, military leaders, people of power. Ever since their beginnings, 600 years ago, when they were known as the Adriatic Guild, they have worked to influence and control the world order. They manipulate businesses and politicians. They engineer stock market crashes and revolutions, all in the name of creating a world to their liking.
So, how is Nerio connected to these people?
He wanted to stop them, and they wanted him dead.
And how is the manuscript connected to all this?
Ah, well, among other things, the names of the Commission's members are written in it. If we could know who they are, we could break the back of their conspiracy. But, unfortunately, the book was stolen before the code could be deciphered.
You couldn't copy it?
A copy is useless. The code is affected by the type of paper used, the binding, the inks, and code names are signed in blood.
It's a joke, isn't it?
Largo, there is one thing you have to understand. Nerio wanted you to be his heir. But he was afraid that if your existence became known, it would put you in danger, so he kept you at a distance in order to protect you. But now, yes, he wants you to use his wealth and power to expose the Commission's secrets and to destroy it.
He does, huh?
I need some air.
Stop the car.
Let me out here.
Do you really think that's such a good idea? Someone's trying to kill you.
I need to be alone.
Simon, no.
Okay, go.
It's like a monument to him. Powerful, overwhelming, just like he was.
Out for a walk?
Just leaving the office, actually. I'm glad I ran into you. With everything that's happened, we didn't really get a chance to talk.
Gunshots don't exactly make for good conversation.
I'm sure you're aware that Nerio and I were involved.
Yes.
If it makes you feel uncomfortable, I could resign from Group W.
Nikki, I don't think that's necessary.
But I thought...
Look, I have to go. Maybe we can talk about this another time.
Hey, man. Where you been? I was starting to get worried.
You always snore when you worry?
No, seriously, I've never seen you so worked up about something. I've got a huge decision to make that will affect a lot of people's lives.
Wouldn't that affect you?
I don't know. Oh, gotta see this. Found this on the bookshelf. It's you. It's even got you as a baby.
How did he?
Must have gotten hold of every photo that was ever taken of you. It's your whole life, man. You were a cute kid. What happened? So what you gonna tell the board about taking over?
I don't know, Simon.
Where is he, Sullivan?
I have no idea. I'm right here.
Good morning, gentlemen. Ladies.
Well, it's nice to see you again, Mr. Winch. We were just discussing you.
Really? Anything I should hear?
Well, we were wondering about your business experience.
You have been in a boardroom before, haven't you?
Nope.
Well, then, let's talk about your corporate experience.
Sorry.
Then, if I may ask, exactly what do you know about business?
I know about the people who conduct it. Cardignac? As the head of Winch Airlines, you cut corners on safety in favor of profits, which drives up your bonuses. Van Drema, banking. Profiting from several bad loans. All very legit, but of questionable ethics. So here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. Nerio Winch is dead, and I'm going to find out who did it and why. And I'm gonna make them pay. Sullivan? Everyone in the espionage division is out by the end of business today. Van Drema, those bad loans will be repaid out of your salary. And Cardignac, Your bonuses are now tied to your safety record.
Effective immediately. I'm assuming control of Group W.
You had your chance. Why didn't you kill him?
There were people all around. We've all agreed that discretion is paramount. But I assure you, I will take care of the problem.
And how do you propose we deal with Largo Winch?
I'm not certain that killing him is the answer anymore. Another attempt on his life would only draw attention. It could even bring on an investigation by federal authorities. They might even decide to take a second look at Nerio's suicide.
I agree. We must find another way to seize power.
How?
Give me some time to get close to him. Like I did with Nerio. I'll find a way.
All right, but we need results quickly. You are running out of chances.
I think I made a big mistake.
The board is right. I don't know the first thing about running a business.
So, you'll learn. In the meantime, just fake it. It's gotten you this far in life.
Largo, I hate to say this, but I actually agree with Simon.
There you go.
When you were a student at the monastery, you used to talk about all the things that you would do to make the world a better place when you grew up. Well, you've been given that chance. Imagine all the good you can do with the wealth and power of Group W behind you.
How? The board doesn't want me here. I don't even think Sullivan likes me very much.
Stand up to them. Nerio did.
Yeah, and that got him killed. And if you haven't noticed, I seem to be next on the hit list.
Then get some protection.
From whom?
I might know someone.